Hi, Jesse. Good to see you. How's
Tim,
everything?
hello.
I know we met on Instagram and we had commented on a particular post. So I appreciate your support. I know you come on my lives on Mondays and Fridays at 8 a.m. before work. I know you also go straight to work afterwards, but I'm looking forward to the session that we're going to have later to kind of review the brand that you are developing, the personal brand that you're starting out. So it's an exciting time for you.
But yeah, we met. It was a long time ago, actually. It was probably a year between the first time we spoke on Instagram and when we actually uh, spoke person to person on the online. Yeah, what caught my attention was you in the middle of all these voices of the Instagram finance world. Everyone talking about turning $1,000 into $1 million and how they bought 50 houses with no money down and everything like that. You were one of the voices that was asking, what is all this money for? And is money the beginning and end of your goals, or are you looking for anything deeper? And I kid you not, you were literally the only voice on Instagram that was saying those kind of things.
Wow, thank you. Hey,
Everyone
you're too
else was
kind,
just
huh?
was just about money. Yeah,
You're too, I do believe in a purpose, in a purpose for which we work and we live in general. So
yeah. Hmm.
I appreciate it.
Uh,
It
of
means a lot to
course.
me.
As soon as everyone started staying inside a little bit more, you started doing. I saw that you were doing live streams and podcasts, and you had a lot larger media presence. You were starting to create a lot larger media presence, and you talked about branding a lot. And it only took one episode. It was one live stream that I actually came up with a name for the organization that I'm going to create. The name that I came up with was Shared Straight.
Shared
Sounds a
straight.
lot, yeah, sounds a lot like the Scared Straight program, but this name is Shared Straight. And what your video helped me do was hone in on what we were actually about. I was all over the place, and were we an art organization, or are we an international network, or what are we really? But ultimately, what I came down to was that we were really just sharing what we were doing. We were people here in the U.S. are sharing their ability to create and craft, and people around the world are sharing their ideas and their designs and their art. Um, you, in your live stream, you told me to find what the essence of you is and share. I knew at that moment that sharing had to be in the title somewhere.
Yeah.
And then also, I know we're not going to get anywhere unless we're shared on social media as well. So
Right.
I know sharing touches every part of our organization. So I appreciate you helping me pinpoint what we're actually about.
Well, I thank you, Jesse, for not only giving me the support that you have on Instagram, but also for acknowledging and some of the content or some of the messages that I shared. Because your reaction and how you have applied some of those messages from my content is one of the reasons that I continue to go live, at 8 a.m. on Monday, on Friday. When I get messages from you, from others who are impacted by something that I say, that gives me rationale and a boost that is important, that's necessary for me to continue, even if it's not so comfortable, waking up early and just planning out a topic that I think will relate to others in many ways that are timely and that are also genuine, right? That are authentic, that describe what is important to me as well, that others can relate to. That's what really I try to do. That's one of the ways how I have stretched myself further this year by going live Monday, 8 a.m. before work and trying to basically give and try to help mentor others and give what's missing, which is our time, really. So I really appreciate those comments,
Well,
Jesse.
Tim, I guarantee that there are hundreds of people out there that maybe don't even know what they're looking for yet, but that would fit very nicely into what you're trying to do and share the same conviction that I do. That anyone, I'll give you my personal. I'll give you a personal background of why I'm so motivated to start something, and with a coach who is into branding at the way that you are, and that I know has morals and is not out for money first or money only. Um, because I just, my wife and I, within the last week, both got screwed by a company who we thought we were signing up for one thing. We were told we were getting one set of products or one set of services, and we completely got, and we were completely left out to dry once it came time to pay up. And some people would take that as, some people would just take that and say, why do I even try? The world is so cold. The world, this is how business works. But it only strengthened my resolve to start something that helps other people first, instead of just out to make a dollar. And I know that there are so many people out there, but just because I found you, I know that you and I are not the only people that feel like this and that want to start something that's fundamentally different. People still need all the same services that we get now, but the dollar should not be the first and last thing that we think about. You can provide food to people without thinking about money only. You can sell t-shirts, you can do real estate without thinking about money only. There are so many other factors that we should be focusing on here. And I think tuning in to one of your shows, every week, a few times a week, is going to keep me on that path, at least. And I hope other people, and I hope more people join me commenting on your live stream soon, so we can collaborate and grow this network even more.
Well, thank you very much.
It's going to happen. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
Thank you for believing in me and in my community that I'm building, and my approach, which is largely global, multinational, deeply rooted in a sports and a science mindset, aimed to help people grow, help stretch ourselves and lift others. So I can tell you that I certainly don't have 1 million followers, but there are others like you from whom I receive these types of messages, including in my company, in my industry, outside of my industry, those early in their career or those more senior in their career, who are watching what I'm doing and who help me continue to do what I'm doing. So I really, really appreciate your comments, Jesse. I look forward to doing some of our video editing later on today.
Yes.
And I know you're starting a podcast, right? So Shared Straight is your brand, right? That you're going to be working on, your nonprofit. And All Out Coach is mine.